Working hard, making a crop doesn't get it anymore.
It's really a roller coaster ride.
The economy is just killing the catfish industry.
And beans are now at $17, $18 a bushel.
It would be sad if all you had was a catfish pond, you couldn't afford to grow catfish. What would you do?
It's very important to be diversified.
With the soybean harvest going at breakneck speed, Kent and Carrie's trucking dilemma has been resolved. They're relying on their own fleet of 3 trucks and delivering the grain to a nearby storage facility. The soybean crop will be a big moneymaker this season, but soybeans have not always been the ticket to success for these 2 Mississippi farmers.
Howdy, guys. Started in the fish business and fell in love with it. Got me 3 ponds. I would harvest and just work hard in those 3 ponds and kind of progress from there.
One thing led to another, and we got bigger and bigger every year until we got probably 1,000 acres of fish ponds and just went from there.
We're harvesting catfish today. What we're doing is we're going to take this net, and it's a tool that's used to get them into the live car, so to speak. You got your digital scales up there. That's where we're getting the weight from. About 25,000 pounds what this one's going to put on there. We got that many easy out there now. They'll have to send back for another truck.
The catfish business was booming. They thought it would never end.
Kent's father's been in it a long time. He said, we don't stock anymore. We're gonna have an oversupply and y'all need to stop right now. I've heard that for 3 or 4 years and I never listened to anybody. I used my own judgment. So I stocked what I wanted and we've always sold every fish.
But just as a hurricane can wipe out a crop, changes in the market can quickly turn a business upside down.
Okay. Well, I certainly appreciate you. Call me if you hear anything good or real bad. How about that?
Okay.
Thanks, Faith.
All right, thanks, Ken.
Bye.
Fish were at $1.35 a pound. So we stocked heavy, and in 3 months, the industry has tumbled into just about the lowest price it's ever been. So it takes $1 a pound nowadays just about to break even, and they're actually paying us around 75 cents a pound right now. You're losing 30 cents a pound, you know, and the math doesn't work.
I didn't believe it was true. I thought I'd never see another sad day in the catfish business. Made more money than I thought I would ever make, and I turned right around and lost it. The economy is just killing the catfish industry. It's fixing to be a thing of the past. We'll have another shrinkage of at least 1/3 of the people this year. And when I mean they're going out the way you don't want to go out. I mean, you're just solely dependent upon one thing. So goes that, so goes you. You know, golly, that's just business.
With prices brought down by a flood of less expensive foreign imports, Carrie and Kent turned to row cropping.
You gotta get diversified, and thank goodness we are. In this instance, if I had all soybeans, it would be a windfall. But then again, too, if the catfish are doing good and the soybeans do better, let me fight another day, so to speak.
With several hundred acres of catfish ponds, they moved swiftly to convert the man-made ponds to cropland.
We had to make a comeback.
This is a 100-acre farm that we have here in town, and after we get them harvested, we'll drain this particular pond and get it ready for row crop, doing the transition to row crop like this particular pond here. This whole farm will be all row crop. I took them out of production in June and put a late soybean in them. As you can see, they actually worked out pretty good.
The catfish ponds, which you've got to remember, they came from just a flat piece of row crop. So we put them up, we can take them back down. And thank goodness we have an option to do that. It would be sad if all you had was a catfish pond and you couldn't afford to grow catfish. What would you do?